it's so great to have you here in town and able to join us for a staff spotlight on the program.
It's quite an honor, and I am thankful to be here.
I'm thankful to have you here. It's so fun, with our staff being, so many of you being, fully remote. We do this, annual retreat once a year where we bring folks in, and, it's always so neat. I think one of the funniest things of it all is we get to see in terms of height, like who's tall, who's short, and all this, and almost everybody's been like, you're taller than I thought.
Well, I'm pretty sure that I'm one of the shortest ones.
Are you?
Oh, yeah, I think the L's are about the shortest ones in the
So
firm.
what height are you?
5'1" and a quarter.
And a quarter.
Yeah, I'm throwing the quarter
push
in.
it up there.
Yeah.
I mean, don't let anybody take that from you, right?
Right.
So I know you are one of our senior paralegals in a legal pod, and working with our managing attorney in the Colorado office, and so help our listeners out by sort of like letting them know what put you, not put you, but why it is that you have committed yourself, to develop your professional skills to the point that you're able to serve our firm in that way.
Well, actually, I came to family law by working. I worked in a little backstory. I worked for a sports agency.
Oh, wow.
And within that sports agency, we had general counsel who advised the agents there as well. And I did a little bit of work for him. He also did probate and tax law. So when that firm dissolved, I continued to work for that attorney, the general counsel attorney, who coincidentally is also the father of Lance Berkman, who was one of the big baseball players for the Houston Astros, because I'm from Texas.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So at some point during my marriage, I needed to find a divorce attorney, and he had referred me to this firm. And while I did not file for divorce at that time, I did end up working for the law firm.
Oh, wow.
So that was my very first step into family law as a paralegal. No idea about any of it. And literally went home and cried every night because I felt so far in over my head. And it was kind of one of those pity parties for a few minutes, and then broke out the family law book and started reading all the pleadings and just everything so I could learn it and not have that anxiety of not knowing what I was doing.
Right.
But in that process, I also learned, because I interacted a lot with the clients. We did a lot of interaction with the clients, probably the bulk of it. The attorneys did all the head work and being in court, but we had to learn the client, learn the evidence, learn the case. And in doing that, it just really was an eye-opening moment for me, because as I went through that process, it was like, oh my gosh, I go through that in my marriage. Oh, I wasn't the only one who experienced that. You experienced that? And so there was a lot of connection in there. And it made me want to just help more people and let them know, like me, that you weren't the only one experiencing that in your marriage.
Right. And how many years have you been doing the family law?
Since 2010, so I'm going on
12 years.
12 years.
Wow, that's a good long time. So you did eventually get past the being overwhelmed and crying every night.
I did. And I actually even went on to becoming board certified in Texas as a family law paralegal.
Right.